มวยไทยคือชีวิต
Hey everybody, it's Galen Okazaki, and I'm here today with Joe Schilling down at the yard. Joe, you just signed a contract with Lion Fight Promotions. You've got Battle in the Desert 5 coming up. You're fighting Simon Marcus. What's going on with that?
Just got a big fight with Simon Marcus on the 25th. It's my first fight with Lion Fight under the contract. So, contract's not really that big a deal. It's just 3 fights, so it's nice to know I have 3 fights this year and not have to scramble. I can relax and focus on my training. It's good.
So you just came off a big win with Cal Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people had some comments about how he was after the fight. What do you have to say to that? They said he lacked motivation. He's past his prime.
It's whatever. Everybody has their opinions, and apparently they tend to share them on the internet, not to my face, which is cool. But before the fight, I had no business in the ring with him. And then after the fight, he's no good, and he's over the hill and past his prime, and lazy and unmotivated. It's just really sad because, if anything, I'm a bigger fan of Cal Clyde after that fight. He showed the heart of a fucking warrior, and his nose was shattered in the first. I think after the second knockdown, he still went on for a long time. When we were fighting, you could see it in his eyes. He wasn't going to quit. He was going to have to keep knocking him down until the ref stopped it. But it's just really unfortunate because he's done so much for the sport, and he's a badass. And after I knocked him out, and all of a sudden he's no good, and he's washed up, and he's over the hill. You could say he's not motivated to train. I'll agree with that, but it didn't go 3 rounds. It wasn't like he got tired. It wasn't like his nose wasn't motivated. His nose was shattered. That's his bone. So. I thought old Thai fighters are supposed to have old bones, so it can't possibly be that I just hit really fucking hard. It must be luck that I keep knocking out all these people. It's whatever, it keeps me motivated.
That's great. So I saw an interview with Simon Marcus, and he called you an incomplete fighter.
Yeah, I saw that interview too. I read it every day before I train, after I train, before I go to bed, first thing when I wake up in the morning. It's great motivation. Up until that point, I was just training to win. Now I'm training to hurt and make a statement. But he's not the first person to say that I'm incomplete. He's not the first person to be bigger than me. He's not the first person internationally. And he won't be the first person I knock out in the first round.
Yeah, I think he said he wanted to expose you.
He's going to expose him. The only thing he's going to be exposed is whatever the hell's under his skin. It's going to be leaking all down his face. That's going to be the only exposure.
So Simon Marcus said if you're the real champion, you'd fight for your title. You'd put it on the line.
I couldn't agree with him more. That's probably the smartest thing he said in the whole interview. If I was the real champion, I would defend my title. How can I defend an interim title to anybody but Artem Levin? Right now I'm negotiating a contract to fight Artem Levin. Shortly thereafter, fighting Simon Marcus. So, he wants the world title. He can either wait till after I beat Artem Levin, or whatever. It's kind of a stupid comment. You don't defend an interim title. I think. For someone that has a 22-0 record, or was it 42-4, or was it 36-9? He keeps changing his record all the time. I don't know. You'd think somebody with that kind of experience would understand how an interim title works.
So, Joe, in closing, you got any message for your fans?
It's going to be a really good fight, guys. It's going to be a great venue. Please come out and support me like you always do. I promise it's going to be a good one. And for all my haters that keep talking about how I only fight smaller opponents and older opponents and less experienced opponents, Simon's younger than me. He's a fucking hell of a lot bigger than me, and he has a ton of international experience. So I want you guys to come too. I want you to take notes, and I want you to get ready to write your blogs talking about whatever excuse you come up with why I do what I'm about to do.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe.